members of the Dillinger Escape Plan. Why do you guys do this?
Because we love it. Because we love it.
That's the obvious answer, though. Is there anything like deeper than that? Like
pussy. I'm just kidding.
Does that work?
No, it does not with this band. We got Sausage Fest every night.
You guys got to play 3 chords to get the pussy. You know that, right?
The answer I always give for this kind of question is like, at least for me when I was growing up, there was always this like, I gotta satisfy this thing in my head. I gotta find this band. I gotta go dig through record stores and find this sound that I can't hear. And then I realized that I couldn't find it. So then I had to start playing. And then my responsibility became to make that record myself somehow. So, and you never make it. It doesn't exist. So you just keep trying out nauseam.
What inspires you guys?
Chainsaws and stab scenes.
We like that.
Train wrecks.
Train wrecks. You can't look away. Hostile?
I'm going to tell you a story about that.
Eli Roth.
A lot of things inspire me. You know, obviously a lot of things inspire me, not just music, but just obviously, you know, life in this fucked up trash world we live in. Inspires me every day.
Lentil soup. That's like
one thing that always, you know, like people who make music and are artists are always really passionate people, emotional, sensitive, stuff like that. But the one thing you find that is that it never cheats on you, music, you know.
Nope.
Never cheats on you, never pisses you off. It's always there. It's always there, and there's no better feeling than when you know, hit a new level as a player, or like, you know, you make a song that you know is so great. Like, it doesn't matter if anybody else hears it. It's that moment that, like, people don't realize that like a great review is cool, but you don't feel what you feel when you know yourself. You just made that, and that is awesome.
That song felt good before we ever recorded, before anybody ever said anything about it. We were in the practice phase and we knew it was good. It was like, this is why we want to record.
And you just can't. That's a little spinach pie.
It's beautiful. I almost got one of those.
That's how you get your strength.
Now I wish I did.
Popeye.
Yeah.
I agree. Totally agree with my main man. He said it all. It's the truth. It's not about any of the other stuff that keeps us going. Fuck the industry and the writers and this and this and that and whatever. It's like we do this for us, and that satisfaction of how we feel on our instruments when we achieve certain abilities or write something really fucking cool, or we play something together and there's this chemistry that's there. And that's it. That's why we do this. You know, I was joking about the other shit with the pussy because that's cliche.
I do it.
That's why we
because
do
I'm trying to
He's
figure
learning
out
every
whether
day that
is this a honeydew?
pussy ain't all it's wrapped up to be.
I don't know. It looks like pineapple from here,
I
man.
don't know what it is.
Don't judge a pussy by its cover. That's gonna be a t-shirt.
All right, what's the craziest thing that you've ever seen at a Dillinger show? Craziest thing at a Dillinger show. What would you say?
The superlative moment. I don't know. I don't know if that can be narrowed down.
I saw a guy with an acoustic guitar in the mosh pit playing our songs, running around.
Yeah.
Nice.
Playing our songs, running around. That was pretty funny. That's awesome.
There's this strange guy at our table right now. I don't know what's going on.
In New York, the guy wearing a Borat bathing suit ran up on stage.
Yeah, that was actually
pretty weird.
And he ripped it off and his nuts were hanging out. That was kind of scary.
You know, crazy thing. Pink watching us in Australia was pretty strange.
Yeah. That was funny.
There's really rarely a night that isn't strange. I don't know.
That's really true.
We're all a little strange.
Did you guys ever see Conan?
Barbarian?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, what is best in life?
We excluded that accent.
What is best in life?
The whole thing about the lamentations of the women, I'm into that.
Yeah, you gotta have that.
I don't remember that.
Hello.
What's the answer?
Mike.
It's pivotal, man.
Figured. How you doing?
Crush your enemies. See them driven before you.
Crush your enemies. That's it. Have you
And hear the
seen
lamentation of the women.
Pumping Iron?
Doing an interview
Yeah.
now in
That's a favorite.
Nice.
It's all about
Anything with
crushing-
Schwarzenegger, man.
Yeah.
Crushing your
I gotta get back to this. We'll come down whenever. I'm here.
It's all about crushing your opponent.
All right.
kind of symbolic, like crushing other bands. You know, use the band as the weapon.
I think that's why we wanted to start with Dillinger, is because there's no one out there that's playing on par to, you know, what you guys, you know, are putting out there. You know, it's you know, you guys put forth something that, you know, you can't pick up like an album, you know, in any store and have it sound like Dillinger. There's a lot of bands that try to sound like Dillinger, but they can't pull it off, and they just like end up like, you know, like back in the day, I remember like everyone tried to sound like Entombed, and it was like every band that tried to sound like Entombed sucked.
Still trying.
I know. It's true, man. All right, more on the serious side, it's how do you feel about the state of the earth, and do you think that it's reflected in your music?
That's funny. I was kind of saying that earlier when I was saying like the world inspires me. Personally, I know it drives me. Like, there's a lot of things.
It's kind of like when you say you want to, you know, you gotta live like you're gonna die in 10 seconds. It's like you gotta play like that too.
It comes out in the music. It really does. It comes out in the music and our emotions and how we feel. And it's not just always one mood, you know. When are you ever in just always in one mood?
It's very conflicted, very frustrated, very confusing.
What's the best part of touring?
Playing?
Yeah. I kind of feel like it was this ancient civilization that just went around and found all the dirty bathrooms, and they built venues and gas stations around them, and then musicians are just doomed to like ping pong between those things. That's the best part of touring, is finding the dirtiest bathroom and seeing if your ass will let you take a shit.
Trying to dodge crabs via toilet seats.
Trying to dodge what?
Crabs via toilet seats.
Nice. What's the worst part of touring?
Trying to dodge crabs.
Being hungry. Not able to shower.
Not able to shit. Basically just having to take a shit, being late for a show and not having time to blow. I was sleeping under him.
With cameras in your face while you're eating.
I love sleeping under me. I'm the least farter in the whole band.
Yeah, you're not much of a farter.
I have nothing. I'm embarrassed.
Do you guys have a political standpoint, and if so, would you care to discuss it?
As a band, like, we don't really, like we said earlier, like, this band has been a very selfish medium for us. Like, we started this band without any kind of, when this band first started, it was during a time when every band had kind of a political agenda or some kind of cause to preach, and it helped the band, it helped categorize bands, it helped them find a path. A lot of them maybe were doing it for the wrong reasons, maybe some were for the right reasons, but when we started, we were trying to preach anything. We were never trying to pretend that every single person in the band had the same views on absolutely everything. You know, while we did have strong stances on things, you know, we weren't going to all obviously think exactly the same thoughts about the world and about politics and about, you know, like Liam's a vegan. I'm not, you know, like certain things.
Greg is like the antithesis to my diet, but
yes,
you know,
eat as much meat as possible, you know. It's just like there's, you know.
He's the reason my carbon footprint is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm making up for him.
And so
he's my dude. I got to cover for him, you know.
That's great. Pink lemonade.
So this band has been a very selfish one from day one. We just really tried to just make music that we like. Never thought we'd ever do this for a living. Never thought we could make it. And that's a rare thing these days. Every band that starts today, whether they know it or not, they're starting in an era of MTV, and Fuse, and YouTube, and MySpace. And the possibility of them being a large band, even if they sound like a death metal band, is very possible. I mean, when we started, there wasn't Slipknot. Slipknot didn't, you know, as far as I know, the world knows, didn't even exist when we started as a band, you know? When heavy bands selling millions of records. There wasn't underground bands on little labels eventually doing Honda Civic tours. And, you know what I mean? Like within a year. That didn't happen when we started. So we started with completely different intentions. And even if like a band thinks they're underground or thinks they're doing it for those, it's just something that you can't get out of your head. You can't get that. It's just surrounding you. There's a blueprint of how to be a band everywhere. Everywhere. And we, you know, so...
Get another sample?
Yeah.
Somebody else.
Fine. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, yeah, I mean, like as a band, we do have personal beliefs. We do, you know, have viewpoints on things, obviously, and some of us are active in certain ways. But as a band, we don't preach any kind of one thought like that. It's very internal, selfish vibe going on.
All right, this is the last question.
Okay.
Brown or pink?
Pink. I don't know, they always say 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink, so I'm going pink. It's 2 for pink, 1 for stink.
Undecided?
No, both.
Both? All right, cool.
Pick one.
Why pick one? Perfect. Thanks, guys.